Hello everyone, welcome to this week's edition of the Fibonacci Review. Today we're looking at the stock chart for Apple. Now Apple of course is the IT giant. I love the Apple product. I've got the iPhone, the iPad, I've got the Apple Watch, I've got the MacBook Air, I've got the iMac. They're fabulous products. One of the things that we can do with the chart for Apple is we can see and let's remember that this in real terms is recent stock in comparison to when Gann died. Gann died in 1955. This really started trading in the early 80s, 1980s. So what we've got here is a classic example of what Gann was talking about when he mentioned that time is more important than price. And that can be a little bit hard to get your head around until we look at it on a current market and see exactly what he was saying. One of the other things that Gann mentioned in his writings was that at one point he said the number 144 was his greatest discovery in trading. And of course, the number 144 is a Fibonacci number. It is the first and the only Fibonacci number that has an even square. 12 times 12 is 144. None of the other Fibonacci numbers from 1 to infinity are even squares. So the number 144 is prolific in markets if you know to look for it. Let's have a look at a couple of fabulous examples on Apple. Now I've just done this very quickly. There's several ways of doing it. In Optima, the fabulous software package, there is a time price measure tool. Now what you can see that I've done through here is I've simply started a time count, and I've started a time count from 14th of December 2023, which was a very significant point on the chart, a double top, and the market fell away from $200 and fell down to $165. And then Gann would have kept a count of trading days and calendar days from the specific major turning points, like this top, this low, this top, this low, this high, and so on. From this top to the next major top is 144 trading days. Now, after 144 trading days elapse, you can see here that the stock was trading around 237, very sharp correction to 195. Now that was after a very strong run, and of course one of the things we need to do as traders is to recognize when our trade is at threat or the opportunity to start a new one. And what this does is if we know about this time factor and we see it on the charts and we've got good profit on, then it's up to us as individual traders to manage that trade as we see fit. But we know that the number 144 in trading days, in calendar days, in weeks and months, and yes, even years, can create major reversals on a chart. Let's have a look at the next example. We can see there was a triple bottom low through here, January 2024. This major low after this top was 145 trading days from low to low. Now again, what we would do is look at this very carefully, see that it is a 144 count or very close to it, and you might have other tools, signals, indicators that you love to use. But remember what Gann was saying was that time is more important than price, and around 144 count, he's watching very, very carefully, can see that the market is exhausted on the downside, and then if we zoom in, we can see that that was the catalyst for the market to start a recovery in prices. Let's have a look at the next example. From this major low, which occurred here August 5, 2024, if we started a time count just as Gann told us to nearly 100 years ago, 143 calendar days brings us to the last major peak that the stock made December 26, 2024. And that's only one day out. And of course, we look 1 or 2 days either side, and we look to see for signals, exhaustion signals, trading patterns, anything else that you like to use that warns you that this might be coming to an extreme point or running out of steam, and that 144 count then produces a significant decline. Finally, there was a top through here in September 2024, and if we have a look, we can see that the last major low was 145 calendar days from that peak. So here we can see really good examples of 144 in trading days and in calendar days, providing us with a potential reversal point, and then we simply watch to see what the market does. I hope that makes sense for you. It can be a very powerful tool in trading. And of course, any questions or queries, you're welcome to send them through. See you again next week with another look at this fabulous Fibonacci technique in trading. Bye for now.